been way too long. All things are possible. I'm gonna seize the moment. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of Fortunate Films. I am Brian Felber. And seriously, I want to thank you for watching this episode. Hold up, I forgot to make my bed. Hold on one second. Alright, now we're all ready to go. Sorry, I didn't want you guys to see my new apartment with it being all messy, so had to clean that, had to take care of it first. And had to get the blog out, so welcome to episode number 2 of season 2. And it has just been one interesting week, let me tell you. I actually should have blogged yesterday because I had a major crisis, and but I didn't, so we're blogging today. As some of you guys know, maybe most of you guys, or all of you guys, I don't know, but I'll just let the cat out of the bag now. I'm going to be traveling overseas for about 3 to 6 months. I'm going to Australia again. I know I talk a lot about Australia, but I'm actually been working with a company and been doing a lot of great things for them, and they've actually asked me to come over there to do more work, and so, you know, it's a great opportunity, so I'm going to be taking it. And, you know, there's a lot of things just in moving alone that, you know, there's a lot of things to think about, you know, getting a visa, plane tickets, accommodations, just a lot of things to consider when going to the other side of the world. So I had that, plus, you know, I'm trying to get stuff done here. I got work, and I've got just getting my apartment ready for the people that are actually going to be taking over for a while I'm gone. Yeah, it's you guys. And so it just kind of felt overwhelming, you know? It got to a point that I was trying to get everything done, but because I had so much in my head that I thought I had to do, that I actually didn't get anything done. You know, I would start doing one task, and then I'd be like, oh my god, I gotta make sure that the storage unit's clean, I gotta make sure this is clean, I gotta make sure that this is taken care of. And then I would do little bits of it, and then at the end of the day, I'd realize that I actually accomplished nothing. Really counterproductive. And so it actually all boiled to a head yesterday when I was about to clean the storage unit. I had so much to do. I actually made a list, and just as I walked outside, I realized I'd locked myself out of my own apartment. For 2.5 hours, my ass was stuck outside in pajamas. Not fun. If any of you ever get locked out of your own apartment, it really, really, really sucks. But I actually had 2 hours to sit and ponder. Not like that, but I had some time to really think because all this stuff was boiling up, you know, the trip coming up, me moving and getting work done and just seeing everybody before I go. It's like, there's just so much. It was like the universe just said, hey, stop, Brian. Just hold up and stop. And this was sort of the, I guess, the message that I learned that I'll share with you guys in my final thought. And that was that you can't go through life trying to do 1,000 tasks at once. It's impossible unless you're a Superman, which none of us are. If you're going to apply yourself to one thing at a time. You can't half-ass something. You have to whole-ass it. Meaning, you have to put your all into the very thing that you're doing in that particular moment in time. You can't just rush that. It's like my grandfather actually taught me this when I was a kid, and it's if you are going to do something, do it right the first time. Otherwise, you're going to be doing it again and again and again till you get it right. So just apply yourself to the very thing that you're doing, and worry about that. Don't worry about the next thing. I mean, make a list and know that you got to get X, Y, and Z done by the end of the day, but don't worry about Y and Z. Just focus on X at the moment. And so once I finally got let back in my apartment, thanks to a kind gentleman that picked my lock, I was grateful that, you know, I had some time to I couldn't do anything. And I just had a moment to just stop. And it was like, okay, now apply yourself to one thing at a time. Because essentially being locked out of my apartment threw my whole day out of whack. Like, I didn't get anything done yesterday. So now I got up today and I was like, okay, I'm going to apply myself to one thing at a time. And you know, I got a lot of things done miraculously. So that's my message: is just do one thing at a time and be cool about it. But this show isn't all about giving you guys this message of the week or something like that. It's to let you know what's going on in Brian's world. So what's going on in Brian's world? Not a whole hell of a lot. Well, you guys know about the trip. That's coming up probably in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Somewhere around there. And of course I'll be blogging while I'm there, so you guys can know what's going on down under. In Australia, you perverts. But I'm sure I'll be sharing other details. No, I really won't. And tying into what I was just saying about having too much stuff on the brain and you're constantly focused on too many things all at once, that applies to not just your daily task in life, but what you want to do with your life. It's occurred to me that I not only do this in my day-to-day schedule, but I do this with my career as well. You know, there's a part of me that wants to be a filmmaker, there's a part of me that wants to be an actor, there's a part of me that wants to be a singer, there's a part of me that wants to be, you know, a whole bunch of different things, but it's like I'm dipping into these different areas just half-ass. It's like I'm going to go all the way in one and see where that goes and see where that takes me, and not just, well, I'm going to try this and try this and try this and try this and try this, because at the end of the day, I got nothing to show for it. So that was really bugging me also. It's like I'm constantly in every different direction but the direction I really want to be in. But that's because I want to be in all directions. It just sounds weird. You know, part of the stuff that we talk about at Be Free People and the things that we try to implement in our lives are, you know, learning to trust the feelings and desires that we have that we really want in life. So that could be just your day-to-day life, that could be your career, that could be anything. Just following your gut. That's pretty much what Be Free is all about. And a lot of the things that we have on the website, which I'll put a link there, have great messages that I really encourage you guys to check out. Edited by yours truly. Just had to put that in there. And, you know, I share some of that wisdom on these blogs because this is stuff that's really helped me in kind of figuring out things in my life. I feel like I'm dipping into different areas, but not committing to them fully. Just like I'm doing my daily tasks half-ass. It's like I'm not putting the full amount of commitment into one thing to see where that goes. That's because I want to try everything because I'm not sure which area suits me. But I know I love them all. You know, there's a part of me that really loves music. There's a part of me that really loves acting. There's a part of me that loves editing and loves the filmmaking aspect. So I'm not sure where it's going to go, but I know that as long as I'm dipping myself and committing fully into the one thing that I'm doing at that moment in time. You know, this kind of ties in with the last blog where I was saying, you know, you got to be happy with what you're doing right in that moment. So in that moment, if I'm editing, I'm going to be happy doing that. If the next moment I get an offer to be an actor somewhere or, you know, do something else, then I'm going to fully commit myself and be happy doing that because that's what I love to do. Because you'll not only find the happiness in just doing that thing, but you'll also get the satisfaction out of it because you committed fully and you got a result. As opposed to just putting yourself half-hearted into something, you're only going to get the half-ass satisfaction from it, you know, because you're focused on 10 other things that you got to do afterwards. You're not focused on getting one thing done at a time. So that was a lesson I learned. I had to get locked out of my apartment to learn it, but, you know, that's sometimes you just got to take a breather and really think about stuff. So thank you for watching, and next week I'll have more updates on the upcoming Australia trip and let you know how that's going. And until then, you guys, please subscribe and stay fabulous.